Haven't you ever wondered how the word cult came into existence as a members-only marketing term? Here is a follow-up to my original post 6 days ago on cults and extreme belief on Hulu. I am finishing out this limited A&E series on Hulu, the theme of which explores the demented, brainwashed and abusive marketing tactics of cult indoctrination. Words are powerful, especially with their connotations, intonations, and ancient origins. Whole incantations and spells will successfully manifest the correct results when enunciated with the proper arrangement of vowels and consonants. This produces the powerful frequency needed in a mind-over-matter scenario, with equal measure given to spelling, enunciation and intention. In modern times, we refer to academic contests as spelling bees. We label canonical works as gospels. We are innately aware of the significance of spelling a word correctly, arranging consonants and vowels in proper manner, and enunciating them in the proper order. This brings us to the word cult, a sloganized appropriation from its more ancient and meaningful counterpart, occult, which relates directly to the word miracle, vision of the more. Like the phrase Amun-Ra, which is a bastardized manipulation of the original word, Ammon, the word cult was created as a stunted marketing term that would serve to rape and molest the original educational frequency and intonations of the word occult. This raping and pillaging of the word occult was done on purpose by the very same Amun-Ra, i.e. the Greys, corporate bean counters, as part of the ancient vendettas marketing campaign against the Temple of Solomon and the Moorish legacy. What came out of this subliminal advertising scheme was a warped and highly lacking frequency administered to the general public in the form of the word cult. Falling far short of its ancient counterpart, for example occult, the newly truncated word could now be used to prey upon and subjugate all would-be acolytes with a single-syllable pronunciation that would now generate an incorrect and damaging frequency. This produced a favorable and constricting effect designed for the sole purpose of brainwashing and social engineering. This damaging verbalized frequency could easily manifest itself in the form of a self-loathing and maligned perception of one's self-image and human integrity, for example pride, dignity, self-esteem, self-respect, resulting in an intangible and desperate need to fill that manufactured emptiness, throw one's self-image out the window, and follow some charismatic freak show into mindless, narcissistic, unquestioning oblivion. This is how cult leaders get away with heinous, criminal, and subhuman behavior, all of which is easily camouflaged by the cognitive dissonance and mind-numbing frequency of the word cult, leaving us wondering how this anti-human behavior was ever allowed to manifest in the first place. You can thank the Greys for that one, as it represents the crown jewel of the ancient vendetta. You may ask why this hasn't affected all of us. There are two answers to that. One answer could easily point a finger at all the other issues we are not accounting for with regard to the word cult: organized religion, drug addiction, alcoholism, overweight, underweight, self-mutilation, self-degradation, depression, suicide, militia camps. The other answer goes in a different direction with this example. 20 people are at a summer barbecue in the backyard. A UFO appears in the sky with undoubtable crystal clarity. All 20 people look directly at it in the sky. 10 of them see nothing at all while the other 10 see it plain as day. Of those 10 that see it, 5 of them see a cigar-shaped craft and 5 of them see a ball of light. Of the 5 that see a ball of light, 2 of them experience direct CE5 contact while the other 3 have a vision of future events to occur. As I have said before, your quality of life is the frequency you tune into on the radio dial. There is a lesson to be learned here. Regardless of what language you speak, learn to speak and spell correctly. Learn to write and speak with proper grammar. Learn to enunciate as if you have a purpose in life. Learn where your words come from and the lexicon you are using, or not using for that matter. Change your whole attitude and realize how an expanded vocabulary can liberate your mind and emancipate your spirit. If you choose not to, then you run the risk of being subjugated by ancient weaponized frequencies that have been verbalized with a subversive double-edged sword since time immemorial. I highly recommend Cults and Extreme Belief on Hulu. It's an excellent, educational, and much-needed documentary series targeting the heinous and abusive behaviors of high-profile, influential cults. It still amazes me to this day how far the Shadow regime's corporate structure has permeated its iron hand of oppression at every level of our society, most notably the paradigm of religious belief. This ancient corporate structure includes the mechanisms of brainwashing, the isolation of cognitive dissonance, and the need to belong to the hive mentality of the Borg collective. Remember, it's all about denigrating the human condition from the ground up. This puts our future thought leaders, the children of these pyramid communities, front and center in the entire gamut of human trafficking and psychological abuse, all of which falls under the helm of sociological experimentation, manipulation, and assimilation. As long as religion is allowed to exist in any kind of influential manner, we will always have the deceptions of the Shadow regime's ancient vendetta, as well as the corporate machinations of hateful rhetoric and paranoid conspiracies. Richard Smith is a futurist, author, speaker, human origins advocate, and husband. He is the CEO and co-founder of the Human Origins Foundation and Fringed Network on Roku. His latest book is The Mason and the Alien Part 2, of Real Manifesto. Visit Richard Smith online at UFOteacher.com. Find him at UFOteacher on WordPress, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, as well as many other social media venues online. This is Richard Smith's official blog, which you can subscribe to at ufoteacher.wordpress.com and listen to on Anchor.fm, Spotify, and Pocket Casts.